The graphomate tiles offer you the possibility to visualize different aspects of your data in one component. The key advantage here is that you can use the tiles as an ideal jumping-off point for more complex dashboards. First, you need to add the graphomate tiles component to the canvas. This can be found in different places in the various BI solutions. In the SAC, these are listed under Insert, Custom Widgets. Afterwards, you place the component onto your canvas. In order for the widget to know which data it should display, these must be selected via the so-called data binding. First, the data source is selected. This can be a static table, as in our case, or a live data source from SAP SAC. Once the data source has been chosen, the corresponding key measures and dimensions need to be selected. Then you will usually subdivide the component and assign the different subcomponents to the respective module areas. To subdivide the component, use the small plus icons at the edge of each tile. This can also be adjusted by moving the individual borders. You can also enter concrete percentage values. However, these percentages refer to the whole tile. If you want to have 3 sections with the proportion 1/4, 1/2 and 1/4, you would divide the field into 3 parts and give the 2 borders the values 25% and 75% respectively. If you need to remove a section, you can do this via the bin icon found in the Overlay UI. To select the module type, you can either click the Add Module button in the module area, or alternatively click the Change Type icon in the Overlay UI. Then select the appropriate module type for the current task. The following types are available: Title, KPI, Bar Chart, Line Chart, Text, Icon, which can also be used for images, and None, which is an empty area. If you have selected a module type, you must select the corresponding data from the previously integrated data source. Depending on the selected module type, these can be of varying complexity. If you change the module type again afterwards, data must be newly selected for display. I will now provide an example of a tile with 3 different types. This perfectly illustrates the flexibility of the component. In the upper left corner, I'm going to place a title. The content of the title can be customized via the so-called GPS, the graphomate property sheet. You can formulate the title in 2 independent lines. These can be formatted separately. The options are left aligned, centered and right aligned. You can also assign a different font size or color per title line. In addition, please note that you can use any font here as long as it is installed on your system or in SAC. To do this, you'll only need to enter the full name of the font in the font family field. Finally, the background color of each module can also be customized separately. To the right, I'll use a KPI, and at the bottom I want to integrate a bar chart. The KPI should present the furniture discount data point. Then you can give the KPI a meaningful title. Again, this is done via the GPS. Here as well, the presentation of the information can be adapted to the specifications of your company. In the GPS, you'll find settings for the font size, font type, and color for this purpose. The KPI module also has the possibility to display a deviation. To do this, you have to select a second data point in the data selection under the Comparative Data tab and change the display in the GPS to deviation or deviation as percent. If you want to change the way the KPI is displayed, you can do this in the Value Format dialog box. The Barchart module displays a data series as a bar chart as usual. To do this, the desired data must first be selected. Here you have the possibility to adjust the display to your needs via the GPS. The chart can have both horizontal and vertical orientation. Both the maximum width and the color of the bars can be customized. This module can also display deviations. To do this, you have to select another dimension or data point in the data selection under the Comparative Data tab again. Another feature here is the possibility to show and hide category labels. The other settings are identical to the previous modules. If you would like to change the module type afterwards, This is done either via the Change Type button in the Overlay UI or via the module type selection in the GPS. Here you can convert the area, for example, to a line chart. Due to the different module types, the data selection is lost and has to be linked again. However, thanks to the Overlay UI, this is only one click away. Now that we have selected new data, it is immediately displayed as a line chart. The Linechart module gives us the possibility to mark the key figures in the course of the line by points. Again, two data series can be compared and their deviation highlighted in color. However, the tiles have not only a front side, but also a freely definable backside. In order to edit them, you need to set the status to back in the Start tab of the GPS under the Flip category. Now the backside of the tile is displayed. At this point, I would like to demonstrate again briefly how to include your own image. For this, the image must be encoded in base64. The easiest way to do this is to use a free web service like base64image.com. Simply upload the image by drag and drop and copy the code. Then select the custom value in the icon category and paste the copied code in the custom icon URL field. Finally, adjust the size, and there is your icon. Now I hope you have lots of fun with the graphomate tiles. Oh, and before I forget it, this is how the flip effect looks in SAC Live. See you soon!